Perfect.
Hey y'all, hey, welcome back. Happy Friday. It's your girls. What did they call us? The chocolate and vanilla drops. That's what they be calling us and whatnot. It's Nik J and your girl BOXIANA, my boxing bestie. We back for another eventful Friday night show because it's a lot to talk about. Friend, how are you doing? I see you over there looking real coppery by the head. It's really cute. What's going on?
Apparently, they're calling us a lot of names, but they won't call us those names to our face.
Wait, what?
Apparently, they're calling us a lot of names, but they won't say those names to our face.
Well, of course they won't. And what else is new? of course they won't. And I would advise against it. Okay, keep
I
doing
want
what
you
you're
to
doing.
say my name. No. I'm not going to be like my friend. I want you to say whatever you're going to say about me. 100 absolutely percent. I
They ain't
want
gonna do
to.
it. They ain't gonna do
I
it.
know.
They shouldn't. I would.
I would be afraid to talk to me.
You look like you ready to fight somebody tonight. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Typically,
I'm not.
you look
I'm
like
not in
you
a
just
good
missing some
space.
Vaseline, is what you look like.
I'm not in a good space.
I'm afraid.
It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here to have a good time. We're going to have a funky good time. We always have a great time here.
We do. We
We
always
do.
have a funky good time. And we got a lot to talk about in the world of boxing. Okay, so y'all buckle on up. Come on in. We ain't gonna be here for a long time, but we're gonna be here for a good time. Okay, come on in the room. What's up, Jason Pennywell? How are you doing, Sean Terrence? Hey, 704 Joe, what's going down? Brent Fox, Bionic Prince, Coach 67 Sports TV. My girl, Shawala Ya, how you doing? Hey, Tank Father, what's up? OG Il Gil, how you doing? He says, hey, Queens. Lost my pops yesterday to liver disease. If y'all don't mind, just pray for me and my family. Say less, baby. Done deal. I will remember you and your family tonight before I close my eyes. Done deal. So sorry to hear that. Um, but hey, you got prayer warriors on your side. So behind the lens TV, how you doing? Akil Vibes, how are you? What's going down? D21519, 88 Sports Talk, how you doing? Hey, Mo 2013. Friend, did you know Mo was a chef?
Yeah, I be seeing him cooking on Instagram.
I didn't know. Okay, I had no idea. And then I saw food and I was interested because my gritty girl spirit started tingling. If y'all don't, you go follow Mo 2013 on Instagram, y'all. He cooks. He's in the New York City area. He's a private chef. Okay. Give him your coins because the food looks like it's worth it. Sugar Free Mars, how are you? K Mix, how you doing? Phenomenal Mexican. What's going down, my brother? Welcome down, Ram. What's up, Ram? How you doing? I was finna say Big Stepping, but you changed your name up on me. What's going down? Shogun 76, Marky Dan, how you doing? Black Swan 7. I always mess that up. Y'all with your fancy names and whatnot. You mess me up. Opulent LDTV, Rich Banks, how are you? Oh, thank you, Rich. Bella Faith, what's going down? Hey, Quell, hey. Who else? Humble Heart, how you doing? What's up, Akando? And Todd Swindle. Y'all, come on in the room. Okay, come on in. Oh, I had it right. Okay, Swan. Okay. Come on in the room. We do have much to discuss. Okay. We're gonna start, of course, on yesterday's fight. Okay, so there was another Thursday night card on Top Rank, right? It's the second time they've done that. First time they did it, it was Shakur Stevenson versus Edward De Los Santos. Now, and that was pre NASCAR. Now, pre Super Bowl, they had another Thursday night card, packed Thursday night card, starring none other than Teofimo Lopez and Jermaine Ortiz. I don't know what it is with these Thursday night cards. The undercards are awesome, but the main events kind of fall a little flat. Okay. That was the case again last night. Yo. Okay, so I want to talk about Abdullah Mason because we've been talking about Abdullah Mason. Last time we talked about him, friend, you say he fight every other month. We're in February. I can't wait to see when he fights again. But this is February, new year, his first 8-round fight. So it's somewhat of a step up. And he was fighting a gentleman, last name Gurmit. Okay. Ex-military serviceman. Okay. And the way he did that man, the way he handled that man, the way he beat that man up, they shouldn't allow service people to get beat up like that. Did you see?
Abdullah is phenomenal, friend. I was very much afraid, and I don't know, like we wanted to see him in longer fights, and like he said before the fight, like his goal was to slow the pace down, and he wanted to get a feel to be able to maybe go like the whole 8 rounds. He can't help himself, like he's just a little dog. Like he get out there, and as soon as he in the ring, friend, you know you gotta hold your little chihuahua on the leash because you know they be trying to say pit bulls is like the most vicious dogs, but they weak as hell. I'm speaking from experience because I got a weak ass in my house.
You quit
I
talking
should
about
have got a
clothing.
chihuahua. I should have got a chihuahua.
Quit talking about
A
clothing.
Jack Russell Terrier. My granny had one of them. That bitch used to jump on the glass door when people show up to her house, like just raw. Like he a Jack Russell Terrier, friend. Like I love it when I see him in the ring. He cannot help himself. So, like it is what it is.
Well, Abdullah Mason went in there, and I was thinking maybe because he was going 8 rounds, we see him in possibly 4, but he was like, no, I don't have time for that. I know it's a Thursday night. We're gonna get the card jumping. He went off in there. First round, established himself. Second round, finished the job, and it was a vicious. When I say vicious, vicious assault on this man. And then he put a period at the end of it, not a comma, not even a period. It was like an exclamation point. He hit that man so hard with his left hook, I clutched my pearls. I felt a little bit of it. It was like, oh, ooh. It was like a street fight punch. It wasn't like a boxing punch. He just, how you say somebody haul off and knock the shit. He just hauled off and knocked the shit out of him. That's what he did. Yeah, it was real bad. Real bad. Real bad.
And then they kept saying, like, this was supposed to be like the step up fight for him. So just go ahead and throw him in with the real dogs. Because apparently can't nobody whoop his ass. No. Let him go on and start whooping their ass. He young, you know what I'm saying? Let him go on and get it out the way. What's the point of stalling all the fights, waiting him out? He good.
Listen, you know what? You know what I think they're doing? I think they're trying to see if they're going to keep him at 135 or move him to 140. He's only 19. And every fight he has at 135, he's stripping down to his undies, if not naked. So I'm thinking they are probably going to end up moving him to 140 before he gets in there with a real live dog. But he has to get up there and kind of get acclimated a little bit too. So I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is they do have 135 pounders over there at Top Rank that he can mix it up with that are better competition than what they've been putting him in there with. But again, he's young. I do not want to rush him. I did see in one of his other fights where he ended up getting the knockout. He had to fight through a little adversity. He got caught. So I don't want to rush him, you know. But he's passing every test at this point, and he's getting better with each test. So we shall see. But again, there's more than enough competition at 135 pounds at his level that's better than what they've been putting him in the ring with. So we shall see. Speaking of other 135 pounders over at Top Rank, okay, who are on his level, but apparently they think more highly of this particular gentleman than they do Abdullah, probably because of his amateur pedigree. And that is one Keyshawn Davis. Now, we have very strong opinions about Keyshawn from time to time, but I don't think we ever talked about his last sit-down interview where he addressed his cannabis usage and his cannabis usage stoppage. Okay. Did you see that sit-down interview?
I did.
What
I
did
thought
you
it
think
was
about
very
that?
good. I thought it was good. I'm starting to have a little love hate for Keyshawn. It's like kind of like one of those situations with Bud. I don't like Shakur at all. I'm growing. Keyshawn is growing on me. I don't like that boy. I'm sorry. The image has been ruined. It's gonna take a whole lot of PR work to fix that. Nothing can fix that at this point. But Keyshawn, he got some potential. But I want him to stand on his business, like he say he's Mr. Stand on Business. I was very surprised last night after that fight. He stood on business. He did what he was supposed to do. Very, very excellent comeback for somebody that had pretty shitty performance in his last performance. So, excellent job. He looked fantastic. He was moving great. Keyshawn is strong, and you got to really be with the shit when you get in the ring to fight Keyshawn. But he was trying to like troll Tiafimo last night when he should have been in there and calling out Frank for running up on him. How remember he got outside and was like, I only got 18 fights. I still need an answer for that. He should have got in that ring and called out Frank Martin. But that's neither here nor there. Stand on business. I want to see what you got next, Keyshawn. Let's go. But yeah, he looked great last night for somebody. And then you know what? And like this is very off topic, and I know a lot of y'all are not religious folks, but I'm going to say this, okay? That man got up and said, God help me with my addiction. You know what I'm saying? And like I got on Twitter and like, you fucking atheists, y'all were like, God making jokes about the shit. Like, y'all, God will pull people out of some very crazy situations. Like, y'all stop playing in that man's face like that. And I'm not even saying that to be funny. Y'all stop that shit. If God helped him through that, that's what that was. Like, who are y'all to question that or make jokes about it? I didn't find it funny. So like the shit on social media was weirding me yesterday after he got up there and said, God help me through this. And shout out to him for giving his mama all of that, all her flowers like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I like for them kids, and I say kids because they way younger than me, to appreciate their parents. That shit take a lot of hard work. And a lot of people don't realize unless you're a parent to an athlete, you'll never know, like the sacrifice. Like they sending you something every fucking week. It's a fundraiser. They need $35 for this. They need $100 for that. So like it was cool for him to do that. But super proud of Keyshawn. Great showing. Like that's how you supposed to look on a Thursday. It was a boxer that could have took some notes.
Well, and I agree with you. Shout out to Keyshawn Davis. Y'all know, I was very upset with him when he initially took his stance about smoking weed, and he was very rebellious about it when he initially got the ban and got the fine and all of those things. He was like he was gonna keep doing it and da 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 da, and I was like, no, honey, no, don't do that. Folks make mistakes every day, but don't be so, so tight that you can't acknowledge you made a mistake and move forward. I was really happy to see him in that sit down interview. I didn't get to watch it all, but I did see where, he acknowledged that he did some work on himself, realized why he was doing what he was doing, realized he didn't need it. And alas, he feels like he feels better without it. So great for him. Great for him. Very tickled for him in that regard. Excellent performance last night. Pedraza, poor baby, he's turning into Gamboa at this point. But when you have a fighter like that in front of you, you're supposed to do exactly what Keyshawn did. So excellent job last night. Now with the call out situation, go ahead.
And his ring walk outfit, I was okay with that.
I was
Friend, come
okay.
on.
I was okay.
He was giving blue. He was giving Blue Ranger last night. 90s Ranger at that.
Okay. I was okay with it. I mean, I wasn't disgusted, but go off. Okay. But I was a bit taken aback by his call out. I thought that was very interesting. Okay. He took the opportunity to jab at Tio. And I know a lot of you all are not familiar with the backstory of him and Teofimo Lopez. And he made sure to say, you and your daddy. And when another grown man calls another grown man's daddy, there's vitriol behind it. Just so y'all know. If any of you guys participate in that, if you refer to somebody else's dad as their daddy, whether you know it or not, you being messy. Whether you know it or not, and you a man, you being messy. There's vitriol. There's underlining hate in that. Because I don't know one grown man that refers to his father as daddy. I don't know when that age comes where a grown man or a man or an adolescent stops calling their daddy and says, dad, pops, or whatever you may call him. But I don't know no grown men that say my daddy. I say it, but I'm a woman. I could be wrong. It's just something I noticed. But when Keyshawn said, you and your daddy, it was some extra oomph on that. There's a backstory there. I ain't gonna tell it, but there's a backstory there. Okay. So I thought it was interesting that he put a little pressure on T.O. I think that put a little pressure on T.O., if I'm being honest. Because there's a whole bunch of folks he could call out. Like you said, friend, he could have called out Frank Martin. I was looking for him to say Cruz. That's just me. He still ain't said his name. I was looking for Andy Cruz. However, he said he'd move up to 140 for Teofimo Lopez. Meanwhile, young Abdullah, he down there at 135 too. I just saying. A lot of folks he could have called.
No, he ain't gonna call that name. That's just like calling out Boots. Shit, ain't nobody saying that.
Just saying. I thought that was interesting. Anyway, congratulations, young Keyshawn Davis. I'm sorry. I don't know why I want to call him Keyshawn Johnson. Keyshawn Davis, a great performance last night. Okay, you did exactly what you were supposed to do with that caliber of opponent, that ex-champion in front of you. You did what you are supposed to do. You look like you're ready for the smoke. You want that opportunity. I want it for you because I want to see what you can do. I want to see what you can do with it. You've been on these cards. You've been co-maining. You know, they setting you up for all the success in the world. I'm pulling for you. Okay, I really am. I didn't feel like he was giving sassy last night. You know, he wasn't giving the norm sass that he get. Hey man, y'all know everybody has redeeming qualities. Okay, everybody. So shout out to Keyshawn Davis. And now I'm gonna read some of these super chats before we go forward. Hey, Akil Vibes, how you doing? 400,000 by tomorrow. Absolutely. Okay. 400,000 by tomorrow. And Coach Amber, where have you been, good sister? She says, my sisters from other misters, I've missed you. We missed you. I've been swamped, but I always catch the AM replay. I landed a coaching gig that requires not a 1099, girl. All right. Okay, then, girl. You better, coach. You better. Okay, so look. Yes, I like the growth too, Bella. I love that. I love that. Now, we ain't got to it yet, drink, baby. We ain't got to it yet, but we coming. So listen, we about to talk about T.O. and Jermaine Ortiz. And why is Top Rank ostracizing this young man? This is the second time that he has been in a fight where I felt like they did him dirty. I really felt like this young man has been done dirty. They are ostracizing him on Top Rank. He needs to get away from them as soon as he possibly can, because this fight stunk up the room. It was awful. Okay. And not from his part, not on his part. That man went in there and his game plan was the game plan for victory for his style of fighting. When did boxers have to start looking at who their judges are and fight to please judges? When did this become a thing? When did go ahead, friend? Because I'm
go ahead. No, go.
I don't understand how they can't just simply come up with the best game plan for their style to beat their opponent. They have to worry about what a judge likes. They have to study not only their opponent, but they have to study what the judge likes and then conform their fight plan to the judges. When did this happen? I'm so confused. And I'm very upset about it, because that's what the commentators on the Top Rank desk basically were telling me last night. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. That was his plan to win the fight, and he executed it to perfection. T.O. swung and missed more than he swung and connected. Am I crazy?
T.O. was just throwing himself, friend. You know what? You know how I feel about those late fights anyway. Once you on Thursday, I gotta go to work in the morning, Top Rank. Y'all tripping. I need y'all to put this on a little bit earlier. So like the first couple of rounds, I was like, okay, this is gonna be good. By the fourth round, baby, when I tell you I could have put a toothpick up under my eyes to keep them open, I was like, oh God, this is a struggle. It was all bad. And then, you know how, like, somebody lying? You know how you know somebody lying, friend? That's how I felt T.O. last night. When he started crying after they said he won, I was like, Tiafimo, don't you fucking embarrass me like this. I'm embarrassed,
Yeah,
Tiafimo. What the fuck?
That's your guy.
That is my guy, but he ain't Canelo. So you know what I'm saying? Though we can't do that. That's not Canelo. So yes, he's my guy, but he's out of fucking pocket. He could have done 100% better. He was like, how do I fight a guy that doesn't want to fight? Cut the fucking ring off. Make him stop running from you. What? Teofimo. I want him to, I told y'all it was his daddy. And I want him to leave his daddy. Cause he just want to be Angel Garcia so bad. He want to be Angel Garcia so bad he can taste it. You'll never be Danny. And I love y'all know I love Tiffany. You'll never be Danny or Angel, sir. Y'all ain't even got to their accomplishment level yet. Y'all did some things. Y'all ain't did Danny and Angel shit. Like, what's going on over here? And now, like, he didn't get on Twitter and tweet, so I was very surprised to see that. But like, when he come back to Twitter and see all the drama that has unfolded, because they started shitting on him at 12 o'clock last night. At 12 o'clock, they were already wide ass all over Tiffimo. When I tell you there's so many slander tweets about him, I was like, shit, I can't keep up with this shit. He had that shit on last night, though. Listen, when y'all, I know y'all love to hate Tiafimo. We can all say the same thing. He did not perform well last night. And don't talk about Shakur, because you cannot. Tiafimo had that shit on last night. The only thing that we could have differentiated just a little bit is the music, the choice of music. I didn't like the song, but Tiafimo put that shit on last night. The ring entrance was fucking lit. Like, that's what people want to see. And then, motherfuckers get mad and be trying to like shade people and shit when we talk about the ring walks and the ring outfits. Tiafimo do that shit so people like us will talk about it. Not for the fucking haters, because you're not growing when you're hating.
You're not growing when you're hating. Yeah, so we love to talk about the outfit. We do. We're women. We like fashion. We love to see what they are gonna be, looking like coming out. What music? The whole thing. We love all of it. It's a part of the night, and his theme was great. He's a showman. That's what he was calling himself yesterday. He had the whole, but it was a circus. It was a circus, and he was a clown in the circus. He was not the ringmaster last night. That clearly was Jermaine Ortiz. He was not the ringmaster. Okay. He's T.O. gonna always have this shit on. T.O. don't really never disappoint with his outfits coming to the ring. Very rarely. I don't think there's ever been a time where I was like, ew. He always looks pretty nice coming to the ring. But he did all of that. And this is again, following suit with what happened the last time they had a Thursday night fight. The other guy, he had legends walking him out like he was about to give the performance of a lifetime. And it fell flat as folks that ain't got no ass. It was flat. It was down like 4 flat tires. That's how flat it was. And lo and behold, he did this whole elaborate wing walk, and it fell flat. And he was flat. He looked very mid last night. Jermaine Ortiz made him look like he didn't belong in the ring with him. He had that man swinging and missing. He had that man frustrated. And unlike the first Thursday night fight, although I feel like he could have perhaps done a little more, Jermaine made him pay when he came in swinging wild, looking like an animal, looking like a wild man, coming up in there, all kind of wrong ass angles, like you gonna catch him off guard. No. Jermaine's stamina was on point last night. I think those extra 5 pounds did his conditioning wonders for him. I think he was very elusive from round 1 to round 12. I was nervous for him because I thought maybe he would, run out of gas. He strategically placed his movement throughout the entire fight. I think it was one of those fights that was not action packed. Okay, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like Jermaine, was just beating on Tio. I'm not gonna say that, but he outboxed him clearly. He did not allow Tio to do anything that he wanted him to do. He visibly upset him. He visibly frustrated the fuck out of that man. And
And
he couldn't.
Tio was acting like a fucking head case. Like, friend, he makes it so obvious that he mentally is not there. I was like, sir, I'm going to sleep. I eventually left. I got out of my living room, friend. I just went and got into bed because I was like, you know what? I'm not fixing to sit up and watch Tio did this. Like, you are embarrassing me. Like, I be telling people you the greatest, and here you are, and
Lying
you
to the
ain't that
face.
fucking good. We lying, lying. I'm so disappointed in myself.
You know what I thought about as I was looking at him lose his shit in the ring? As I was looking at him lose his composure in the ring, as I listened to him sound like an idiot on the microphone after he clearly lost and cried because he knew it was a gift, I thought about the other gentlemen in and around his weight class that are more popular than the others. And I know this finna be controversial and folks about to get mad. They stay mad. So fuck them. But Tio, Ryan, and I'm gonna put Rolly in there. He hasn't admitted there's something wrong with him, but we all know that he kind of got a couple of loose screws up there. But what do they all have in common?
Top rank,
Hmm?
top rank.
No. The Brown fellas need to go get some counseling. I don't know what they're going through. I don't know.
It's giving a lot of issues. And you know what? We cannot we cannot act like we have not said this before, but we really have to take into consideration like it's a sensitive subject because a lot of men don't speak out about stuff because they do it in front of women that don't take into consideration like they actually have feelings and they use it against them. But like they need medicine. I think they're past the part of therapy. They actually need to be taking something at
But
this point.
see, I think that's the problem. In this profession, I don't know if the medicine that they need is allowed. And so then we get these type of actions. Tio is clearly.
Friend, you know what? Maybe he just an emotional man. You know what I'm saying? You know how you got those boys that had daddies, but they was the baby, and they act out like that.
This is beyond acting out because he can't even stay on topic. Like that interview in the ring yesterday. Uh-uh, uh-uh. That ring interview where he was all over the place, where he was praising the Lord and cussing the audience out like in 2.5 seconds of each other. I've never been a big fan of that. Now listen, I love the Lord, but I cuss a little bit too, so I get it. But the way he mixed in, something is not registering. That's for him, that is for Ryan, and that is for Rolly. That's just something
Rolly
I noticed.
different. Rolly different. Rolly is a helmet needer. Them other ones don't need no helmet.
I'm just
They
saying
just
something
need some
mentally
medicine.
is wrong with all of the above. And they all have something else in common. I just something I noticed. I don't know what it means. It was just an observation. But the way they did Jermaine Ortiz over at Top Rank, I think whenever his contract is up, he should get the hell from over there immediately, expeditiously. He should shoot them the deuce, tell them to kiss his entire ass and be gone. I thought it was horrible the way they did that man. I mean, absolutely horrible. And I'm glad that the audience booed, because people need to know how folks really feel. You know, you sitting up there acting like you really did something, talking about if you, I mean, the words that came out of his mouth, he really in his mind has lied to himself like he's the guy. And I'd be mad at ESPN because they still be lying, calling him undisputed. That chaps may hide. It really does. So I don't have anything to say about last night. Oh, one last thing that I do have to say, because I watched the State of Boxing afterwards for a little while, and I have to commend Tim Bradley. He was the only, and I know, but he was the only one that told the truth last night. He was disgusted as well. He told the truth last night. And initially watching the fight, listening to the commentary, you could tell they were all trying to keep T.O. in it. But as round after round kept going by, he kept saying he doesn't know how to cut the ring off. He doesn't know how to cut the ring off. I can't believe he's been this many lineal champion and da-da-da-da-da, and he doesn't know how to cut the ring off.
It's very bad for him to call himself the takeover and he ain't taking shit over. He looked bad last night. We just gotta be fucking Franklin. He looked bad. I don't want to hear about no fights with nobody because I just don't know. I can't say that and mean it. I can't say it with a straight face because here's the thing. T.O. get up for big competition. When it comes to those people that he fight that he know he can beat, he struggles every single fight. But when it's people like big shit, like that Josh Taylor fight, Cena knew him. But when he get in there with people that he know he can beat, he just go in there and fuck around. Go ahead, Frank, because I know you go.
Did we see a new him or did we see an old Josh? Because both of his so-called big wins have excuse-driven question marks behind them. Loma had shoulder surgery. Now, I don't say that because I believe that was an outstanding performance against Lomachenko. But you have folks who love Loma that say, hey, he was hurt. He wasn't himself. Then you have Josh Taylor, who looked like shit against Catterall. And then, you know, he's been in wars with Regis. Was he just old? Because the way Sandor Martin put them things on T.O., the way Jermaine Ortiz just made him look.
But here's the thing when it comes to that. He thought he can beat those people. It wasn't like the Loma fight, or it wasn't like a Josh Taylor fight. Sandor Martin, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when we say that shit like that. So he thinking the same thing as Sandor Martin. Sandor. Let me stop.
It.
I don't want to offend nobody. I wasn't trying to be funny. Sandor Martin. My Spanish is not all that great, but maybe I should start practicing more. So, but I don't want to offend nobody, making fun of anybody's name, nothing,
and whatnot. I just I get what you're saying, friend. He gets up for the big names, cool. But as a professional, I can't give you that. I can't give you that because if that were the case, you shouldn't be running for folks. You should be fighting big name after big name after big name. That's not what you're doing. You have the opportunity, but you're choosing to go elsewhere. So I can't give him that either. I can't. I'm not giving him nothing. I'm just not giving him a thing. No filter. Tony, aka Uber Gas, thank you so much. He says, I had Ortiz winning 8-4. I personally do not like T.O. because he dug Devin, and now I know why. We all know why. We all know why, Tony. Hey, Coach Amber, she came back. She says, why did T.O. fit perfectly with the Carnies? Tevis Smith says all the other mentioned fighters are mentally unstable. Rolly is mentally challenged. You're right. You're right. But it all stems with mental issues, Tevis. That's what I was getting at. They all have some going on up there.
They all need medicine, but like you said, friend, their medicine is banned.
Yeah, I think so. L9, thank you so much coming from London, coming from the UK. He says a lot of boxers are hooked up in their heads, past and present. It's an extreme sport that requires an extreme mentality, and a lot of these boxers grow up with trauma. LOL. T.O. just spills what's on his mind. Maybe so. Yeah, that might be right. But the key to all of this is something ain't right up there. What's up, Drink more water. He says, why the fuck is that Abdullah Mesa fighting behind these bum motherfuckers on these ESPN prelims? He should be on the televised portion of these cards. Top Rank is on some BS. They are. I kind of feel like they are with Abdullah because at this point, there's no reason why. But you know what, Drink? I think they're doing that because they know if they put him on these televised cards, people are going to be calling for him to fight some competition up there that they ain't ready to get exposed yet. Because if I was watching him and he was fighting right before Keyshawn, I would be thinking, why come him and Keyshawn can't get in the ring next? Or if he was fighting right before Martella, I would be thinking, why he can't fight him next? They don't want the people to see him just yet.
They don't. I don't think it's not the fact they don't want. If they rush him too fast, friend. If we send him up there too fast, is there a train up there that could derail this phenom that we know as Abdullah?
I don't want him to get Jahai Tuckered, so I get it. I get it. But like he be on the undercard, he be opening up the undercards. It's like, why y'all doing it? I don't know. Yeah, he needs to be on TV where the people can see him. That's what I feel you. I feel you, Trent. I feel you on that. But shout out to Top Rank. Okay, we've seen Top Rank cards. We've yet to see a card from PBC. We've seen the zone cards. Where is the PBC? I know they've got card coming up in March, but we ain't getting nothing from them for the first 2 months of the year. What is going on?
I don't know, man. And I don't want to call nobody broke, but it's giving somebody ain't got no money like they say they got the money. Because where the fuck is the fight? Where is any fights? Where is anybody? Where's Frank Martin? We didn't supposed to have an announcement by now. What's going on? Are y'all okay? Is everybody well?
Listen, I'm not finna sit up here and do a lot of, I see a lot of folks do. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have no connection. I don't have no source. I don't have any of those things. I am a fan, patiently waiting. We know when this pay-per-view is coming, but that is all we know. We don't know. They've been teasing that they have this other outlet to put on other fights, that the ones that aren't required to be pay-per-views, but we've yet to find out who, where. We don't know anything. We're starving out here, PBC. Okay, we love y'all. We want to support, but we need a schedule or something. What is y'all doing? What is going on here?
They don't want to give a shit, and that's so strange. Like, y'all want to let these other people take over. Like, I don't want to see the zone. Now, don't get me wrong. I will take the zone, but the only thing I would take from the zone is their commentary, and put their commentary on like PBC fights or Top Rank fights, because I still can't stand Timothy Bradley. That one time don't give me no.
I just don't know what's going on. Like, who is behind this marketing scheme thing? What We got the little press conference and the Easter suits and the new hairdos but that's it. We don't know what, and that's not until March. That's in the third month of the year.
Because
Where
we are not that far from March. March is literally up the street at this point because what day is it in February already?
it's
It's the
February
ninth day.
10th, 9th,
Yeah,
10th,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
something. I don't understand. There are fighters that I want to see that have been out of the ring for a very long time. Hey, where's Cool Boy Steph? Where's Brendan Figueroa? I want to see these people. Where's Adames? I want to see the fighters. Where are they? What is going on here? PBC. Well, I want to see my people. I want to see Mr. Spence Jr. Where are they? I need to know. The only thing that we know is Canelo gonna be fighting in May and September. That's it. What? What? What are y'all doing?
And who is Canelo fighting in September?
We don't know anything. We don't. Devin Haney is making his second fight since. Ryan Garcia is on his second fight since Tank Davis. Who is the Great Eight fighting? We want to know.
And speaking of the Great Ape, you was being very messy on YouTube this week. What did you have going on, Miss Ma'am? Because I run Twitter and my friend runs YouTube. Come here, friend. Why are you on here calling these people monkey patrol and all that stuff? The monkey police.
It was not the monkey patrol because monkey is a very sensitive term for some people. I did not say monkey. I said primate patrol and I said Abdul addicts. I did not say
Abdul, wow. So you were really cutting up this week on social media. But it's always me. I'm the problem, right?
I just was wondering because the great ape is being protected like I've never seen protection before in my life. Like we look at boxing. This is a combat sport. We all have favorite boxers. And I thought you want your favorite boxer to put out and extinguish all the hot smoke that's in and around his weight class. But that is not true for everybody. That is not true for every fan. So I just thought it was very interesting that, because there people whose favorite fighter is Tank Davis, they don't really have a lot to talk about because Tank hasn't announced the fight. He been on Twitter poking at folks, but he ain't announced a fight yet. So they can't really get behind anything because we don't know what he's doing. So they, relish in talking about anybody else's favorite fighter. And so most times that'd be my favorite fighter, one of my favorite fighters. And so, I go hard for mine. And every now and again they get on my nerves. So I had to pop up and make a small appearance Monday on KO's panel and whatnot. Shout out to Knockout Boxer 86 TV. I pulled up, and y'all know I rarely pull up, but I pulled up and whatnot. And I said what I said.
She was being a menace to society. She won't come out and say it, so I'll say it for her. She was being a menace to society.
I just wanted to know who the gorilla was fighting, and couldn't nobody tell it to me. Nobody could tell me who the gorilla was fighting.
You use those Pacific words?
I did. Who is the great gorilla fighting? They need to call him Ubuntu. He needs to be his nickname needs to be that tribe from the Black Panther. That the gorilla, yeah, that's who his people need.
All right. Hang up on you. You're not in the mood.
Just saying. It fits. Yeah, so I pulled up and I just asked the question. Nobody can answer my question. But there was so many chatty patties in the comments who would never click the link. But they were in them comments just away. And I advise you to stay there. I advise you to stay there. But yeah, where is Ryan Garcia? What happened to Devin and Ryan? Well, boom. April 20th is what happened, motherfuckers. That's what happened.
How do you feel about that? I'm seeing a lot of mixed opinions about that. A lot of people saying, I really don't want to see that.
And they don't have to, because shit, we didn't want to see it when he was fighting Tank. But y'all gulped it down. So guess what we finna do? Now, at least I got earned it.
You ever been swallowed?
Get your ass back here. Come back. Friend, I don't mind it. And I know that, that really chops their hide because they want to say, well, y'all was hating, y'all was calling it an exhibition when it's time. And is it still an exhibition? Yes. Yes, it is. But I'm hoping that, Ryan's gotten a little better. He's gotten a new coach. Maybe he's gotten a little bit more acclimated. He's going to be fighting at a normal weight class. He's not going to have to drain himself like he did when your guy fought him. So I'm hoping he's, better competition. That's the difference, though. In my fandom, I want him to be the very BESS he can be. So, yeah, I don't know what y'all want us to say. Ryan's never been a 4 King to me.
They want y'all to say we hate it. And I keep telling people, like, I don't know what we're on, but as fight fans, we have to stop complaining so much about the stuff we're receiving.
You say
please, you guys, we're getting a fight. Are we not happy? Be entertained. Devin got choked earlier today, you guys. Like, this is already starting off not good. Okay? So, like, be appreciative of what you get. And y'all, the complaining is a no for me. I don't care about the complaining and who don't want to see it. Like, you guys, we are winning right now. We getting some shit. This build up is going to be funny for this fight. The pressers for this shit is fixing to be fucking hilarious. Y'all going to be tuned in. We're all going to be tuned in for that matter.
And will be. Thank you so much, the Green Your Bandit. We appreciate. Oh, the Green Eye the Green Eye Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you so kindly. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what y'all want from us. What do y'all want from the Devin Haney fans? Like, our guy just he went to Australia twice. He was he fought for undisputed, won undisputed, defended undisputed, came back, defended undisputed again against Lomachenko, the former 3-belt holding champion. Then he moved up and fought WBC champion Regis Prograis and took his belt. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I know some of y'all in the chat, you are well aware that boxers aren't going to fight the toughest competition each and every fight if they want any longevity. So I get it. I don't expect that. But I do expect, especially if you call yourself the guy in a division, that you at least fight once somebody that proves it. My guy's done that. So, yeah, if he fights Ryan, when he fights Ryan, who I don't think is a huge threat, but a nice payday, I'm okay with that. Easily. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say?
What actually can I say?
What do you want me to say? Credit to him, Drink. Because I remember you saying that. Sandor Martin is next. Watch what I tell y'all. Sandor Martin is next. But you know why I really think this is happening? Because Oscar don't like Ryan. When I saw this exchange, when I first saw a snippet of Ryan, when somebody was asking him when the fight was made and announced, he's very off-put about this. He didn't seem happy about it. He seems agitated about it all. He didn't want this fight. He told us he didn't want it initially. Then he went backtrack and said, I'm put a poll up. And everybody said Devin Haney. Then he said, I'm instructing my team, start negotiations. Devin Haney. Then he backtracked off the, I'm fighting Rolly Romero. Rolly said, ha, no, you're not. And guess what? Oscar said, yeah, I remember all that slick shit you said up on that stage, sir, when you were fighting Duarte. I remember. Your ass is about to fight Devin Haney. That's what you're going to do. Yeah. That's what you're going to do. And you know what?
Friend, and you know what's crazy though? Like, instead of them just like getting out of his contract, like you gonna wait till he get beat again and then do it. Like, what are you doing with Ryan? Like, him losing is not necessarily gonna stop his career or anything. You know what I'm saying? Because L ain't shit. But like, you're being very weird, Oscar De La Hoya. Ryan Garcia too, though. Like, I don't know how they pulled this shit off. They all friend. Okay, but think about it logically though. Okay, you got to be kind of fucked up in the head to get punched in the face for a living.
You know I say that all the time. They all a little bit off. All of them. To choose this as the profession, you have to be a little bit off. I truly believe that. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I thought he was gonna snake his way out of it. I really did. I really thought he was gonna snake his way out of it. And it was so interesting because a lot of people thought that, this wasn't going to happen. They were asking about Ryan. Where is Ryan Garcia? Where? I just want to know what happened to Ryan Garcia. Where's Ryan? That's what I was reading. But now that he's here, and it looks like the fight is going to happen April 20th, my question still remains. Where is the great ape? Where is he? Is he fighting Conor Ben? Because that was the other thing they told us. He not fighting.
Do you know how horribly that would be if he fought him? Because y'all swore up and down, he's not fighting Conor Ben. What would he do? What is he getting out of fighting Conor Ben? If he goes over there and fights Conor Ben, like the things that I'm going to say about you guys are probably going to be unreal. Because why would we want to see that, you guys? Logically. And he could have just returned that Frank Martin call that he never returned. That he had the option to return.
Hopefully he will.
He ain't, because he don't want to fight like that. He want to fight somebody he can beat. Just like the rest of these weirdos. They only want to fight people that they can beat. And I'm not blaming Floyd for the L, not wanting to lose the L and all that shit. Like, I don't believe in all that shit. Like, you win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day. Like, as long as your ass didn't get dead in that fucking ring, like, what's the deal, Slime? I need to quit calling people that.
No, because it puts an exclamation point on it. I like it. But seriously,
I'm just saying.
You know what? And that's the one thing. I'm not, y'all know, I be trying to give people second chances and whatnot. But my gut initially is not a fan of Ryan Garcia. My gut initially is not a fan of Teofimo Lopez. But what I will say about Ryan Garcia at this point, I have to respect him for getting if he makes it to the ring. I have to respect him. I have to. Now, I don't think he's on the level worthy of calling him a 4 king, but he ain't absolute trash juice, you know? He and if he's learning anything with Derrick James, it'll be worth watching. Okay. I don't expect him to win. I'm not finna lie to y'all and say that. I ain't gonna tell you I expect it to be competitive. I really don't. I don't. I'm not gonna lie to you. If it is, kudos to him. Make a lie out of me. But I have to respect him for signing on the dotted line. And what he's showing is it's okay to not have a 0 in the on your record. It's okay. We gonna still watch. We gonna watch. We gonna watch. If you come in there and fight, we gonna watch. Now, don't you come in there and quit. But if you come in there and fight, you at 140, you at full capacity. Come in there and fight, dog. If you lose, you lose. You might. You know, it's boxing. We don't know.
We have to encourage these fighters to lose. That's the only way we're gonna get out of this if people stop doing. Yeah, because but think about it, friend. That's just like Errol. Errol lost his first fight ever. Well, I ain't gonna say ever of his professional career in July. Right? Washed up. He need to quit. Blah 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 blah. I mean, literally, it has something all the fucking time. Like every day is something about somebody that took an L. You lose, and all of a sudden you suck. You was trash. You ain't never been this. Stop acting like people can't get out of it. Some people, like Wilder, can't redeem themselves. Don't cut it off, friend. It's too late now. And I'm just saying, I ain't trying to throw no slugs at nobody or nothing. But like some people can't learn shit, and some people it's too late. Don't leave, friend. Come back. I've been quiet this whole time. I'm just saying, I ain't trying to be funny. What I'm telling y'all is some people, it's too late for them to start over, okay? It's not too late for these young dudes to get beat and go back to the drawing board. Like, stop, man. Like, y'all be weird. It don't have to be like that. Y'all turning boxing bad. It's these fans that we're getting all of a sudden. I ain't gonna say all of a sudden. It's some hardcores too, because y'all be saying some bullshit too. But
it's a combination.
What we doing, y'all?
It's a combination of things that's turning boxing bad. You're right, as far as the fans and not understanding that this is a sport where more than likely you're going to have a loss on your record. But it's also them terrible ass judges and their scorecards. It's really disheartening to become a fan and to stay a fan when you see fights with your own 2 eyes. And it wouldn't be so bad if the scorecards weren't so obviously skewed. But like that last night made me want to not watch anymore. Now I'm a super fan, so I know I'm gonna watch, but I was so disappointed because it makes people not want to watch anymore. It really does. That shit was horrible. Like a unanimous decision for him with what he did yesterday was absolutely awful. And these young folks who don't understand.
Did you see that card? 117 to 110?
Was it 110 or 111? Whatever it was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous. L9, thank you. He came back. He says he defo ain't backing out now after choking him. Baby, because we finna talk about that. J Pitt City, thank you. He says they did some WWE stuff on Ryan. That's like Teddy Long announcing that you're about to go on one-on-one with The Undertaker. Listen, that's what it's turning into. It feels like it's turning into WWE/boxing. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. But they're building up the fight. Okay, because I want to talk about the fights that we know are happening, that actually have dates and whatnot. It's Super Bowl weekend. Vegas is buzzing. And of course, the fight was announced on the heels of a bullshit ass fight last night. And so who runs into each other today? Ryan and Devin. But of course. and they run into each other and they get to jawing and going back and forth and all off in each other's space and whatnot. And I initially, my first thought was like, somebody wear your mask. Wear your mask. This is too much face-to-face action for me. However, they put on for the cameras, and honey, Ryan felt so good about himself and his shit talking, he decided to push Devin, put his hands on the young man, all up around, off up and through here. And it didn't look like Devin was really ready for that girl. Kind of took him aback. Was a little caught off guard. This wasn't a part of the plan. We were supposed to talk shit, but you weren't supposed to do that. And when he did that, it was like, he went after him. Well, he pushed him and kind of backed on up. He pulled a Carmelo Anthony. If you know, you know.
Oh no, he hit him. Devin swung on him and he got him.
He did.
He got him.
I ain't mad at him. Build it on up. Yeah, he did drink. Coming there looking like Danny Zuko. I was like, okay, right. All right.
Either way, he's gonna get beat up. So hopefully after this point, now this is the pushing Loma.
Is it?
This is the hell yeah. And he need to be ready for them what them silver caps finna give to his ass. Cause Devin he's not a knockout artist. We all know that. But he know how to punish people. Cause we watched him punish Kambosos. Remember Kambosos had that hole in his head and I called just like friend. He bleeding in the scalp. And he was like, what? I was like, friend, he bleeding in the scalp. And then you went back and looked, you was like, friend, he got a gash in his head. This boy done knocked the chunk out of him in real time. Ryan Garcia, he might just be that one. He might just be that one. They keep saying Devin can't knock nobody out. I don't know. Devin ain't never got choked in front of the world. That shit is on all social media platforms at this point. And it was a look on his face. He was shocked.
He was shocked and then immediately mad. I was like, oh, okay. Sell it now. So, and his bodyguards were around. They weren't finna let it get too ignorant. But yeah, I'm here for it all. I'm here for all of the drama. I love it. And I just hope and pray that everybody has a healthy training camp. Everybody makes it to the ring healthy. And we'll see what happens once the bell rings. Friends, was there anything else? Chat, is there anything else? Did we miss something? Is it anything else we need to talk about? I know Anthony Yard is fighting tomorrow. I couldn't even find his weigh-in today, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. But is there anything else going on? Oh, Rolo said we're not gonna mention Ryan turning his back and running. He didn't want no smoke. He knew what it was. This was.
He didn't run, Rolo. It was a Philly shell.
Not the Philly shell. That's the Philly shell.
It was a Philly shell. You know how he get he was trying to share. He didn't run.
Hilarious.
Dude, now we ain't got to talk about Bud because every time we start talking about Bud, y'all won't let that goddamn July rest. Bud was at Tiafimo's fight as he should have been because Tiafimo was talking that shit to him and
pulled right on up on him.
I tell y'all Tiafimo get up for big competition, but he got can't you don't you hear with a flip on it. You don't fuck with people like that. And you ain't got nothing for that, man. You need to let him age a couple of more years before you start trying to fuck with him because you ain't got nothing for him. Not after what we seen last night. And I don't give a shit how much you step up for big competition. You ain't got nothing for nobody that you can't brush or comb their hair.
I have a question about Budrick because he obviously does want to fight once again. I don't know. He said one or two more fights. Um, guys, who do you think he's fighting? Because I still am of the mindset that that rematch is going to happen.
He finna fight Canelo. That's not no bullshit. And Lord knows. I'm telling you right now, when they announce the shit and you expect me to have to get up here and talk about that shit, that's gonna be a real day that y'all gonna see. I'm gonna be shooting at everybody. My fighter get beat, all y'all fighter that then got beat is gonna catch a round on that. No, that hit a little different. I can't. No, I don't want to see that, friend. Cause he sure been talking about it.
He has been talking about. He's been advocating for it. He's put in a lot of work. I can see him wanting that payday. I can see them granting him the payday. I don't know if Canelo is gonna want to do that. I know I don't want that for
See,
Canelo.
that's why I be talking crazy to people. Cause I wasn't talking about Earl fighting Bud right the fuck now. And see, we start talking about Bud, and the first thing you want to do is mention Earl. Fuck talking about goddamn nappy head ass Bud. I'm sick of doing this shit for y'all. Like I'm not. No, no, no. I'm gonna start doing Bud. How I'm gonna start doing Tank. When we start talking about Tank, I'm gonna find something the fuck else to talk about. Cause we can't even have a good normal conversation. Cause y'all just fucking y'all ain't never had shit to celebrate. I'm just gonna. You know what? You know what I'm learning? Because we at the end of this motherfucker. I'm learning not to engage with people when they want to engage with me. Because a lot of people want my attention. And then they know I'm the person that will give it to them because I got a short fucking fuse. But Bella Budrick face, I know. No, I'm not. Comb your me and her. That's when we start. I built a moisturizer that you can get. You don't even need the TikTok brush. You can just spray the little shit that I made in his hair and comb that shit out for him. Anyways, that's why we don't talk about Bud. But I'm trying to grow and not be going off on people, but people be picking the fuck on me. Like it's like they want me to go off, and I'm just gonna start giving people what they ask for, even despite them. I'm tired of fighting myself. Yeah, friend, let's just go off. A universal off. We'll see who can get it the worst. But nah, like I don't want to talk about Bud because every time we talk about Bud, y'all want to start shitting on Errol. Like y'all still don't get it. Talking about Errol and saying Errol was never that good and blah 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 blah. It's not making your guys win look very fucking good because it look like he beat a goddamn bum. This same fucking car crashing drunk ass goddamn bum y'all been yelling about for the same 5 fucking years. What you think that look like for your guy? You think it make it look good? Of course y'all do because some of y'all can't count to 5 without using your fingers. So, what, friend? Everybody can get it. This is a universal job employment here, friend. Whoever want, line it up. Ain't that what KO be saying? Line it up. Whoever want it, you can get it. Now, be okay when I start responding, because I let y'all respond to me.
I did come at her first because she wasn't even saying nothing.
I didn't. I've been.
She wasn't.
See what I'm saying, friend? People been picking on me. I've been trying to be different. Y'all don't want me to be.
They have been picking on, but that's what the devil does. He tests you when you say you trying to do better. He be testing to see if you really about that better.
Guess what? I got the fuck one. I can still be about better, but give that last one good hurrah and make it stretch so it won't be just like a few minutes worth of shit. I'll make it like a week worth of hurrah. Like leave me the fuck alone.
Tevis said, I don't know. One of these delusional primate fans told me that Bud ain't on Tank's level skill. But surely that's not what they said. Surely they didn't say that to you. Surely that is not what they said. Surely not. Um, Bella, now, sweet girl. Um, Bella,
You know what, Bella? You a cousin to us now. That's the only reason why I'm just gonna let you fucking make it. Just because I made a promise to myself, I'll never go back and forth with real in public. What the what?
nothing. I'm reading comments that I shouldn't be reading. I'm not reading anymore.
I wish I would touch the hem of Budrick's garment. I cut my fucking hands off. What do I look like? That be y'all groupie ass men that be seeing Bud in public. Oh, Bud, can I take a picture with you? I ain't never asked none of these niggas for no picture. And I'm sorry, because I said I wasn't going to use that word no more. But I want y'all to know, I ain't y'all. Y'all, you remember I sat next to you at the fight? It was like 5 years ago, and I had a popcorn and two juices. I had on a white t-shirt and a hat. That be y'all. That don't be me. Y'all see how I get up here and talk about these goddamn people? Why on earth? Why on earth would I act like that? The audacity of you guys. I'll eat my own hands off before I ever grovel at some motherfucking budget. And I love budget when it don't come to air. I'm not y'all. Okay, friend. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Nakia, make them please, Anthony. Nakia, girl, we was talking about Black Panther earlier today. She said, "Salute Queens late from celebrating my son turning 15. Happy birthday, nephew! How you doing?" Yeah, we was talking about
Happy birthday, nephew. My baby birthday is on the 19th. So it's a celebration in February. So tell nephew happy birthday.
No, we don't have any beef. Drink more water. We
Oh no,
don't
I got beef.
have any
I
beef.
do. I got beef.
No.
I don't even eat red meat. I got a bunch of fucking beef. And I don't even partake in the red meat eating. We got to clear. We finna leave. So I told you I was gonna say it on the way the fuck out anyway, right?
Okay, yeah, you did. You want to
Okay.
have the screen? You want the screen? You want? Let me get my
No, no,
friend.
no, 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 no. You stay here with me because I want to see your face. Okay? Okay. All right. So here, I'm fixing to clear the air with y'all. Okay. There's a whole lot of women in here. There's a whole lot of women that are being silent in here that won't say anything, that watch us. It's a lot of women on social media that fuck with us. And we've always supported the girls. Y'all ain't never seen us get up and slander the girls. Like we have our little snicker and joke. We make fun of Clarissa Shields, but y'all better remember there was a time where I was defending Clarissa Shields with my wig off, just the fucking braids, okay? So I need everybody to know we ain't never shaded nobody that we wouldn't shade to their face. Nor have we ever, and when I say ever, been in any competition with any of you bitches, I mean that. And I'm only saying bitches because I'm not gonna name you hoes by name. But what I'm gonna tell you, we've always supported all the fucking girls. And the girls that are in here that fuck with us, they'll know those girls fuck with me. The girls that's on social media, when they go back and watch this and they clip this, they gonna like, shit, my girls ain't never been shady to me. But it's always some big forehead ass motherfucker that's always got some goddamn unwarranted ass shade. We ain't in a competition with none of you hoes. When we started this, we wasn't in competition with you then. Now we're growing. We still not in competition with you. We have guests. Y'all try to get guests. Y'all have guests. And the interviews don't be good. So they be coming over here expecting to see the interviews that y'all couldn't perform well The fuck over there. And it's not for everybody on the show. It's just for one Pacific motherfucker. Just one. Not the rest of the people. Just one of them. Mind your tone and fucking delivery. Cause I hate for the guns to get pointed on you. Which I'm not gonna go back and forth with nobody in the public. Not with no female that can DM me and we can squash the beef. But if I put in position of play that affected you and you say you don't care about me so much, don't tweet about me when I can't see your ass no more. Because I'm not tweeting the fuck about you. Because don't compete where there's no competition. I don't have to shade you. I don't have to be ugly to you. All I have to do is fucking be nice and tell people go watch your little shitty ass show. And the only reason I tell people go watch your little shitty ass show is because somebody that I consider a friend is on that motherfucking channel. But I don't have to. I don't have to, you guys. I'm not in competition with none of you bitches. None of y'all will ever do shit how we do shit. That's why we all support y'all. Because there's so much room in this motherfucker. We all could be standing in the same room and never touch each other. Nobody, y'all just don't do it how we do it. And I'm not bragging. The people that know fucking know. But stop playing in my motherfucking face. Because once I feel like you targeting me, I'm on your ass with 2 motherfucking feet. But don't be weird to me because I'm not even thinking about you. Because again, we are not in competition. But every time we say something, it's some shade. Shade! Shade! We can't go outside. It's so shady, it's motherfucking raining outside. But we ain't doing that shit. You want to know why? Because we don't fucking have to. We come up here, be this like this every fucking week. We ain't gotta be with USA Boxing. We ain't gotta be with no motherfucking teams. We ain't gotta be on hang out with Budrick on the fucking weekend. We ain't gotta do none of that shit. We could just be us like this and we cool. Motherfuckers digging the fucking vibe. Y'all know me. I'ma stand on fucking business wherever we be. But see, I'm not gonna shade you in a place where I feel like ain't valid. I'm gonna shade you in the public where you can go and visibly hear me saying the shit that I'm saying about you. I ain't gotta do it behind your back. That's the difference between me and you. I'm in your face type motherfucker. So when you go back and see this, duly note, hun, you'll never get more than this out of me. I won't go back and forth with you on social media. I don't have to compete with you hoes. Never. And when I say hoes, I mean you. I don't have to compete with you. Never. Because you can't compete with me. Ever. With that being said, y'all hit the like button, subscribe, share, all that good shit. 400K by the motherfucking tomorrow. And we'll see y'all on Sunday to discuss this fucking Anthony Yard shit.
Thank y'all for coming through. Okay. Everything my friend said. Everything my friend said. Be ye careful. That's all. I don't have nothing else because it ain't nothing else to be said. Thank y'all for coming through. We appreciate it. Okay. We love all the girls, even those who don't love us back. We love y'all too. It's room for everybody. And we match energy. That's the thing. We match energy. We'll never not match energy. Just know that. Know that when you're doing what you're doing. We match energy. Y'all have a great weekend. Okay, we'll see y'all on Sunday. Happy Super Bowl weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Okay. Follow us on Twitter. Queens Boxing Talk. Okay. We love y'all. Yeah, all that. What my friend said though, for real. That part.
And if you a girl and you got some questions, advice, you need some help because you want to get into boxes, and it's plenty of people that hit me the fuck up. It's little channels that every time they post something, I try to go drop something on their fucking channel. please don't hesitate to hit us up because we give game and it's for free.
And we still
It's
learning.
plenty. We still learning. But if don't nobody show y'all, just like didn't nobody show us, how y'all gonna learn? How the fuck we gonna grow? It's plenty of us to be standing in a room together and never touch. You could be standing right next to me. You still not close enough to touch me. But I want to help you, help me, help us. Now we all girls and everybody know our name. Like, stop playing.
The right side. Respectfully, big sis is on one, but I love it. Much love and respect. Thank you, Dub. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank all of y'all for coming through. Those who super chat, those who just were in the regular chat, those who remain silent. We appreciate y'all. We see y'all. We see you in the live, in the numbers. We really do appreciate y'all. We have a good time. I know y'all know it because y'all keep coming back because we have fun over here. We have a great time over here. We enjoy doing this shit. It's fun. It's fun. It's comedy. It's where comedy and boxing collide. This is what we do. We have a funky good
And
time.
we like fashion too. We like fashion too, just to make the motherfuckers more mad. We love fashion. We like ring walks and hair and your fucking shoes. We pay attention to detail. We know if you ain't got lotion on.
Get them elbows.
Shout out to Shoo Shoo.
Shout out to Shoo Shoo for always being moisturized. Bye, y'all. We up out of here. Peace.